Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending where in the world you are. And my apologies for being a few minutes late today. So, my name is Lizzie Claesson, and I'm a high performance coach with more than 20 years of experience and work with brighter leaders with a team of amazing individuals. And if you would like to know more about myself or Brighter Leaders, you can either check us on LinkedIn or go to a webpage brighterleaders.com. So today I would like to give you some strategies for you to turn around underperformance. Being underperformance, a very important aspect in companies' lives, in teams' lives, that is affecting people negatively. So if you have yourself experienced underperformance or are experiencing today underperformance for someone in your team, you're in the right place. I will talk today, I will address my communication, especially for you as a CEO, as a C-level executive, or HR manager. If more focusing on your teams. If you are experiencing underperformance on a personal level, I would like to offer you to get in touch with me so that we can have a one-on-one, very relaxed conversation where I can hear you out, give you some tools, no strings attached, and hopefully be able to help you direct you in the right way. So let's start by understanding that the best way to look at underperformance is to go to its roots, to the causes, what's causing underperformance, and not standing on the surface and looking at the symptoms or the effects of underperformance. So I would like to share with you the number one cause for underperformance that we have observed during the years. So if you have someone in your team with underperformance, there's a very high chance that this reason I'm going to share with you is why they're underperforming. And knowing the reason and knowing how you turn it around, then you most probably have solved a problem. And the number one, by the way, if you want to interact with us, please do so and write in the chat and let us know your thoughts, your ideas, if you have any question. The number one reason for underperformance is the lack of clear expectations. And of course, the results of this are that the person shows some kind of less motivation, less energy, maybe not having the priorities very clear, putting the focus on things that might not be the number one thing to do in order to achieve goals. Like instead of focusing on the 20% that will give 80% of the impact, they're doing it the way around. They're focusing on all these small things, all these 80% that's really not creating that impact. And how do you solve this? Well, I mean, it's no rocket science. There's nothing new under the sun. This is not going to surprise you. You've probably done it before. It's just a refreshment, a reminder. You need to talk with that person. So get on a one-on-one, establish a very open dialogue, a very safe zone where you're listening more than talking, and listening at a higher level so that you can ask the right questions that will help your employee understand, and it will help you also understand where are the expectations not aligned. So you can ask questions like, how do you see the expectations, or what kind of expectations do you have in your position? And how would you describe the expectations that you feel I have for you on the position you're having? And what are the expectations that you believe your team members have on you or people in other teams? So just a very open conversation that will help you see if there is alignment, and if there's not, where is that misalignment coming from, and clearing it out. This will require of both of you, but especially you as a leader, highly qualified communicational skills. And I don't like to use these moments to do any selling, but I just wanted to let you know, because I wouldn't be fair to you to let you know that there is an easy solution to be a better communicator, to have better communicational skills, that we do have communicational tools that starts with a little assessment and gives you very concrete tools that 100% tailored for you, and that you can find in our homepage. The results of solving this unclarity in expectations will be, of course, an increasing confidence in your employee. It will be higher motivation and more engagement that will translate into more productivity and higher performance, and of course, a better outcome. The number two cause for underperformance, so that I'm mentioning them because since they are so high, there might be a possibility that by looking at these causes, you might be solving the underperformance. As I say, the number two on the list is not having enough or adequate training and development. And when we talk about this, it's not just the training for the job that might be more technical, but it's also about developing skills in general. It could be like, as I was saying, developing communicational skills, or skills to know how to prioritize, how to keep myself mindful and at a low level of stress, so that I have the energy to move forward, but I don't have this feeling of overwhelm that makes me run in all directions but not moving forward. Very important, and something we work at Brighter Leaders is mindset, going from a fixed to a growth mindset. And that is a skill that can be trained. Number one thing is to be aware of where am I and where would I need to develop. And once you provide your employee with the adequate training and development, and as an HR professional, as a CEO or C-level executive, it's important that you talk with each other so that you can find out, okay, how can we give each individual the training, the level of development at a tailored level that will help them the most and will help them achieve the goals that we have as a company. The third cause for underperformance, and this once again might not come as a surprise, as I was saying before, not much new out there, is a poor management or leadership. So I would suggest that you as a leader reflect on your own leadership, that you do some kind of insightful journey, and you can do this just by putting aside a few minutes. Start with some breathing exercise that puts you in a very calm, very present state of mind. And from there, look at your leadership as you were looking from the outside, as you were seeing yourself in a film and you were looking from the outside. Because what this will help you with is that whatever feelings and emotions rise up when you look at yourself will be diminished. That's something that our brain does automatically. So this is a very good technique. Look yourself from the outside as if it was a movie, and see whatever there is in your leadership that could be improved. Are you spending enough time on one-on-ones? Are you coaching when you need to coach? Are you training when you need to train? Are you supporting when you need to support? Are you having conversations where you're doing more of the listening and less of the talking? How are your own communicational skills? At an emotional level, are you connecting with your team members? Are you in the same frequency? These are a couple of questions that you can ask yourself. And if you would like to get deeper, we have a leadership assessment and a leadership gap assessment that takes not much time, under 2 or 3 hours in total, to have a clearer picture of where you are in the leadership, what you might be lacking, what areas you might need to improve from who you are and from your own strengths. We always work with strengths. Whatever strengths you have, you need to be very aware and use them more. And that might be one of the gaps. Maybe you're not using all your strengths, or when you need to use them, or maybe you're not even aware of some of your strengths. So having this said, when you are thinking about developing your leadership, it's important to see, is this something that can be done internally in the company, or do you need to look externally and find someone that can help you with this? And going out there is a very, very big ocean of possibilities, which is lovely, but at the same time makes it more difficult to find the right help for you. So you might be looking at maybe sending someone to a course and the person being away for a couple of days and coming back and hopefully applying whatever he or she has learned in everyday life. And then the question is, how much of that can be practically applied, followed up? How can you measure the impact this is having, the results this is having in that team? Thanks to the course, and how is this helping achieve your goals? Or you might think of something tailored, much more tailored, which is, for instance, coaching. Coaching is 100% tailored to the individual, to the company. And once again, there's an ocean of possibilities out there. And it's important for you to know what would be the right coaching approach for the person and for your organization. And I can tell you that there are a couple of mistakes that many companies make when they choose coaching services. So if you would like to know what these common mistakes are, please get in touch with me, and I would be more than happy in a one-on-one, more specifically for you, tell you what those mistakes might be so that you avoid them. By the way, I mentioned only 3 causes for underperformance, but in this book that we have prepared, we have highlighted the 7 highest causes of underperformance, or including 4 more that I won't be able to go through today. So if you would like to download this as a PDF, we are sharing with this with you completely for free. And there's also a little list of do's and don'ts that you can think about, a little guide for managers, and some conclusions, some insights that we are sharing from so many years of experience. So thank you very much for being with me here today. And if you have any questions, if there's anything else that you would like to share with me, or you would like me to share with you, please don't hesitate to get in touch. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Stay in good health. Bye.